Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. This one will be fair caught. The guys up front line up. It's first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Keeping it on the ground here. Longhorns pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage. They could not deny this back at coming up with that conversion.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they wrap them up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. He's going to take off here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Running back grabs it on a screen. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback that get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
He's moving out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Catch hauled in here over the middle, but a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. The Ducks come to the line in a hurry up. They'll run the option. They'll toss it to the back. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. It's a quick grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Ducks looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Handoff here from the shotgun. Fights off the defender. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Chris, it's early in this football game, but the defense had a golden opportunity to come up with a stop, and they allow him to run the football on him to get the first down, and now it's first and goal. Missed a golden opportunity. Let's see how they respond here.
The Ducks line it up with first and goal. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive. Had some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. We'll call for the fair catch here. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The pass rush closing in. On the move, looking deep. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the back now goes in motion. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down after that previous play. Handoff running right. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
The Longhorns will have to kick it away on a punt now for the first time today. And this will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And now the running back's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And the Ducks with 1st and 10 here. Now here's the toss play. Breaking free at the 35. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Penalty makes it 1st down and 20. Ball handed to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back in motion now. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He shreds the tackle. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down?
But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Here's the second down play. Motion now from the tight end. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. I know the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. That sack sets up an important third down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Completion, that's about 9 yards. Not enough for the first, and it's fourth down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. The pocket breaking down. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. The Ducks look to keep this drive moving.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Second and long for this offense after the sack. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. As a design quarterback keeper. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. The Ducks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down, looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. And the Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Pass protection a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking for the wideout. It's pulled in. Completion on a diving catch. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Can he get there on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And that's a solid game for the defense able to bring him down. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Or it's snapped to the back. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. That kind of execution for a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Point after, up and good. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Timeout is called to Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Fires it to the wideout. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. The Ducks will crank up the tempo. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Bringing pressure. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. He missed it. Off the miss, the lead is still 14, a two-possession game. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Is back out on the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense. Let's see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. But a quick stop for the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Ducks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy, a guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert, of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
The Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The Ducks hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he'll be brought down. Let's see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Longhorns offense takes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket now. Here's the target, and it's complete.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the 1st half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the 2nd half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put his safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Longhorns pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway. Powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the 2nd half. Finding some room at the 25. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And the beatdown continues.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go to that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll test the right side here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Get set, get set. Razor, razor. 691, Gators score.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Second effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's the snap. And he's looking to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here.
42, Spider.
Looking for some space. It's Wolf. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, what the heck was that all mean? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time.
Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 50. At the 30. At the 20. Inside the 10. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Ducks will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oregon. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
But when he doesn't hang on, looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception.
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ducks. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
Now the try for 2. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset or planted to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. We're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, of double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught quickly. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. The Ducks looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keep...
Touchdown, Oregon. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Now the try for the two-point conversion.
Here we go.
Snags the quick throw. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Interesting call here by this offense on the two-point conversion. Just not enough depth on that route to get him across the goal line. And the defense does a nice job of coming up with that tackle to keep him short.
And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one.
Chris, what just happened here? I'm in awe of this coach's sheer boldness. Going for an onside kick when you're up by a few scores? Wow. That's all I can say.
Looking to throw now on first down. Lets it go quickly. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. First down and 10 now.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football in vertical shots to boot.
Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? He's at the 50. Now the 40. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run here, lets it go. And that pass ball is incomplete. Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. He's got some room and some blockers here. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion as they add a little more salt in the wound here. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Texas offense comes back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Looking for a gap, it's Wolf. Fights through the tackler.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. We reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play?
Over. Clear.
Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
The back's got it on a counter. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood this scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. He'll hand it off. No, they stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Looking to throw it deep. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. The Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
That completion good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. And the Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Offense in hurry-up mode. Direct snap to the back.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quick throw over the middle. And he pulls in the catch. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And this one is getting ugly.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. Makes a quick catch. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. Second down after that run on the previous play. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for a deep completion. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the Stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's incomplete. They tried for the consolation 2-point try, but this game is over. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance.